Hey guys, welcome to the stream and to our Invitational Cup number 5, as you can see on stream. We'll have for you in just a moment our bracket of who's going to be playing today, but we will need a little bit of introduction, however, to make sure that we don't miss any teams who are competing, because we do have, and let me just check the numbers, I believe it's 12 of our best teams, yes it is, competing today. So let me just grab hold of that bracket for all of you all, so you can see who it is who's going to be taking part in proceedings today. Let's bring that across now. I think this should be okay. Yep. Shazamo! So we've got up at the top of our bracket our good friends ASN First Action, who'll be waiting for the winner between Destruction U and Destiny. Is that R? It's a little hard to tell, but one of the Destiny sub-teams. Elf Crew will be taking on AB Realm for the chance to go up against Dramas, our number 4 seed. Drive will be waiting for the winners between Velocity 7 and Bull Nation. Sinji 9 and Oh My God will be taking on, what's that? Surely some mistake, because it is going to be, and let's just roll this down a little bit so you guys can see. Score Gaming, our number 2 seed, coming into this one along the bottom. So we should hopefully not be keeping you guys waiting for too much longer with the brackets up at the moment. Whenever you guys are, I believe the teams have been gone already. So for any of you guys asking about the Android, I'm afraid there isn't an Android Invitational currently, at least. But if that's something that you would be interested in, please do drop us an email across at modderncombatcommunity@gmail.com. Because, of course, we'd love to hear what you guys would think. So, as you can see up the top, this will be iOS only for the day. With the iOS theme being a little bit more established, it tends to be where these bigger events go to. But keep throwing, if you want to see more Android stuff, then please do drop us those emails. Let us know what you guys think, and maybe, just maybe, there'll be an invitational coming the Android way sooner rather than later. We're just waiting on a passkey for the first teams at the moment. Our admin for today will be Winter. But yes, as Nepe is saying, we've got the potential chance to see Score Gaming take on a whole bunch of these teams who have arisen in their absence. So that should be pretty crazy. MC5 Haxel. Originally the idea was to have Haxel here. I think he may have been delayed by something. So we will get to Haxel if he does arrive. Hopefully he'll come up a little bit later on in the proceedings. But yes, be looking out for Score Gaming, our Android champions, to see if they can have gotten what it takes on the iOS platform. I believe we've actually have got our first of the day in place. So let's just give that a try and make sure it works before I bring you guys over there to join me. So let's see. It's going to Elf Crew versus AB Crew, I believe. Let's just check my passkey works. Looking good. Alright, let's join up that game. So once we're in place, hopefully we'll get a little bit of time to discuss all of this, because the Invitational is operating on slightly different rules. In case for any of you guys who are wondering why we don't have the usual cups in place, it's because we're in the off season right now. Let's get ourselves across to lobby. And let's make sure everything is looking groovy over here. Looks like the teams are ready. Elf Crew on the blue team, AB Crew on the red. Let's just make sure everything's ready. Fixing all the overlays and stuff for you guys once we get into the game itself. Alright. How are we looking? Looks good enough from here, maybe. Well, the text is a little bit wonky, but we'll get it all figured out. during the game itself. Let's make sure the overlay's all showing. Let's get transition across. I'll figure out all of the overlay bits and pieces since it's been a little while since we've been on this more traditional setup. In just a second, as you can see, Elf are on the blue, AB on the red. Seems like a few of them have dodged away for just a second, so we've got a chance to at least fix some of our bits and pieces here. Let's see if we can do so. How are we doing? Could be better. Alright, that looks okay. Let's bring our overlays and things in. Alright, looking good. We shouldn't be too far off from getting started. I think we've got the AB just running around in circles a little bit, trying to make sure that all the players in the right place. They were certainly all here before, so I'm not quite sure what happened to them. But hopefully they'll figure out what it is they're doing and where it is they're going before too much longer. Let's get all of the team names ready for them anyway. Right, is that all working? Okay, looks good, looks good. So let's get that on the screen. As you can see, Elf crew and AB crew. We're calling ABC just for convenience's sake. Look all pretty much ready to go. I'm just going to check there's nothing on the... Yep, there we go. So let's get ourselves started. Let's bring the music down. Let's bring the game audio back in. And let's get started. We are in the round of 16, our first round of competition. Elf crew against AB Realm. Actually, I need to get that updated. AB Re. Alright. Let's see how this one plays out. First of all, let's spend a little bit of time with our good friend Nell as we take to the rooftops. This, I believe, will be best of 3 as normal. But you'll notice there's a little bit of a difference in the layout here as both teams managed to exchange a kill. Let's follow Rabbit for a little bit. Rabbit's going to be a staple, of course, of Elf crew, getting a lot of work done for them nearly all the time. So for today's tournament, let's just make sure I'm getting all of the information right. We've got special restrictions on what the teams can bring to the field. So we're only allowing tier 2 and below armors. We're only allowing tier 7 and below weapons. The melee and judgment assassinations are going to be banned. Heavy class is also banned, and the concussive grenades will not be part of things just as normal. Otherwise, it's pretty much what you're going to expect, but this will be a chance to show off some of what the teams are capable of without access to some of the top level equipment and see if it is that's seen them this far. Oh, hey, Nate Gibson, son, I remember you from yesterday. Having a problem with the hacked game center. I take it you've already tried the email, but so I'll hit me up after this game is done and we can talk over a little bit more. Invitational cups from Mr. Future Gaming, by definition, I'm afraid, are invite only, so you need to be part of one of our most proficient teams to be able to get in here. This is a chance for these teams to show off their skill against the only the other most skillful teams so far. Let's take a look at the scoreboard and see how things are playing out, see if we can find Jin. Oh, the second we talk about Jin, he's going to get taken out for AB Realm. Please do let me know, guys, is the sound volume okay for all of you? Usually, this would be, yes, as Tasty Pizza is saying, this will be for the ESL site, but this is a special occasion today. Next season, you will be going to the play.esl.com, finding the Modern Combat section and signing up through there if you'd like to talk. If you'd like to take part in the regular taunts, which will be taking place weekly from here on out. Elf Rabbit, as promised, will be the best. So far, I believe, on Elf Crew. Yep. Worth noting as well, the Elf Crew do have Invictus camo at their disposal, which you can only get from being at one of the top performing teams in these Modern Combat 5 tournaments. So Elf Crew come into this with a lot of expectations on them as well. MC5 Taxel, the Red Cup, I believe it's going to be at least a couple more weeks before we have any word on next season, but please do stay tuned. And as soon as I know, we'll do our best to make sure everybody knows at the same time. It's still all being kind of figured out for what's going to happen. Steam 3, we will do custom games with the viewers on iOS if we do run into a problem of having a match not available, but we'll always be looking to prioritize bringing you all of the tournament action, which so far between Elf Crew and AB Realm has been pretty darn impressive. Okay, I think we Stephen Free. Okay, no, that's right, that's someone I already talked to. So hopefully I answered your question there, but if not, please do let me know. Elf Rabbit has picked a whole bunch of kills. Asuka going to be stepping up 7 and 4, 2 members. Let's see if we can find Jin once more before they get taken out. 11 and 7 so far. Pretty darn close, but for the first round of competition, it's just showing how proficient all of the teams are in this tournament. Normally expect a much less balanced first game out of the gate, but this Rooftops slowly but surely turning in the favour of AB Realm over on that red side. Jin's going to be going in, manages to get a kill onto Nell and onto Lovegood as well. Solo managing to take away the Rooftops before Rabbits finally takes them down. Let's see if we can find Rabbit once more. There we go. Starting to remember what these guys have as their logos. Rabbit with a very good individual score. In fact, the individual scores are pretty darn good. Across at least the tops of the team. Sirius, let's take a look at what they're doing. 10 and 4 in this game. Of course, with this being the team deathmatch mode, it's not just about how many kills you can get, it's about how many times you can not die, which has been more or less of a challenge for different people. Let's see if you guys have anything. Nope. Looks like I'm up to date on the chat, so let's just focus on the game. 2 minutes and change left of the clock. AB Realm ahead for the time being. Looking pretty darn good for them. AB Realm from the US, Elf Crew from Japan. Two very prolific Modern Combat 5 countries who have put multiple teams into nearly every tournament so far. Oftentimes, it will be American and Japanese teams in the grand finals. Both very, very dominant. Sirius with a great shot through the skylight. Almost manages to get a second kill as well. I don't think Elf Crew are aware that Sirius is shooting down. Oh, great to see you guys are making friends in the chat. Finally, there will be a response kill coming out. And Sirius is going to get taken out second in short succession. Let's see if we can follow what Rabbit's doing a little bit more. So he managed to take out Sirius. But Elf Crew may have fallen too far behind in this first game. Now behind by 6. We have got a few more kills. A whole bunch more kills coming in for the crew. AB Realm, formerly AB Crew. Crew being a very popular addition to a team name. Are still going to remain ahead. But Elf Crew... Elf Crew have managed to come back with a whole bunch of kills of their own. Going to start building up those streaks and maybe close the gap at the last second. Rabbit trying to find a shot through. But of course, with reduced weapon pool, some of the options these guys are used to are not going to be on the table. Lovegood lands another kill, and there's Nell getting one as well. AB Realm, 30 seconds left on the clock. Only a single kill ahead right now. Will Elf Crew be able to find it, shoot through the skylights? It has to be. AB Realm's aware this kind of thing's happening right now. No ricochets going through in this particular tournament because of those restrictions in place. Less armor, less weapons on the table. The teams have to dig down deep and rely on their raw skills to be able to get this through. Asuka finds the equalizing kill. Will one more come in? Elf Crew steal away one more, and that one single kill will give them game number 1 as well. Very nicely done. Great comeback, and AB Realm have to be kicking themselves. So close to the game 1 win, but denied at the very last moment. Alright guys, we'll take a short break while we get set up for the second game between Elf Crew and AB Realm. If we run into any problems, as always, we will do a custom game, but hopefully we should be back in just a couple of minutes. Alright guys, as you can see, we're back in the running, back in the game. For any of you who have just come in and joined us, we witnessed the steal away from away from AB Realm by a elf crew. Man, there's too many words today. That last game, it didn't entirely win the control of AB Realm for a long time, but the comeback at the end meant a single kill was all it took to put an elf crew ahead by a single game. This is the best of 3 part of the Invitational, so every single game matters. Every single game could be one that puts them out of commission, but AB Realm starting off game 2 strong. Elf crew firing back equally well. Let's see if we can find our various heroes of the last game. Rabbit not having the best of starts to things. Let's see where some of these early kills are going across to. It's going to be Jin on the side of AB Realm. Of course, the moment we start looking at him will explode. Tasty Pizza, I see you trolling the chat. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll sort out giveaways a little bit later on after this match has concluded. AB Realm will have to win twice in a row to progress past the round of 16 in this tournament. Elf crew starting out pretty darn reasonably. Jin managed to get a bunch of early kills, manages to steal away one more, but so far it's been pretty conservative from both teams, both playing very aggressively but also carefully at the same time, if that makes too much sense of anything. Rabbit and Sirius going to be able to trade their kills back and forth. 12 to 11, now 12 to 12. Still a lot of time left in the match. Let's see. Nate, yes, if you send your emails to the Modern Combat Community email, that's absolutely fine. That's all you need to do. But let's keep our eyes on this match at least for the time being. Elf crew manages to steal a couple of kills away, one of them thanks to Nell, who goes down to very, very low health, is right out in the open, don't know if we're going to get a chance to heal. Looks like they've been bought time by Rabbit coming through and getting that kill down. Takes a bunch of damage in return. But hey. Let's see. Joywin YouTube, really laggy? Is it laggy over on YouTube? Oh, are you saying your game is laggy? I'm not sure which one you're referring to. Please let me know if there's anything which you'd like to see change about the stream, because we are just in the early parts of today's proceedings. So, please let us know if there's anything which needs to change, volume and such. Certainly, AB Realm shouting to try and get back into this one. Elf crew looking pretty darn good. There you go, Tasty Pizza. I believe, hopefully, yeah, you put that on the right email address. I was just checking to see if you hadn't intentionally misspelled it because of being a massive troll. Ooh. Elf crew with the 4 kill advantage, looking pretty darn good right now. It's not actually a lot of it down to Rabbit as it had been before, but Kayaku, who we're going to spend a little bit of time watching, of course gets immediately murdered the second we want to see them. But we will follow them for a little while longer. 9 of 5 is a pretty good score so far, but we're seeing good cohesion coming out of the AB Realm side, managing to force themselves back almost to parity. Quentin, thank you for that update on YouTube. It's always a little bit tricky to tell if something's gone wrong with a particular platform. Hopefully everything's okay. Oh, Thomas, thank you for that as well. Hopefully it will remain the same. Kayaku's going to find a duel with Ziquel, but lose it surprisingly enough. Let's jump back to Jin once more, who immediately dies the second. Tony, when am I going to pay you for helping out in the chat? I'll slip you a $5. I'll buy you a Tasty Pizza sometime. As we see Jin making it pepperoni. Does that work? No, not really. Out of the opposition. Elf crew falling behind at the crucial moment. Both teams within spitting distance of that 50 kill limit. But 3 minutes left on the clock to find it. Jin, I don't know how Jin stayed alive during all that, but somehow managed to do it. Will he manage to get a second kill? On to Lovegood. What is going on? Jin gets out of 15% health. Sorry, I should probably stop trying to read the comments. I'll try and catch up with you guys' comments after the game because it's getting too confusing to try and do both at the same time. Lovegood does manage to land a kill through for Elf Crew, who are desperate for every single kill they can get right now. AB Realm steaming ahead though, up to 45. Nice set of kills from Rabbit and Lovegood to try and bring Elf Crew back into this one. I have to think a major part of Elf Crew's problem in this game is that Rabbit, who's normally this big playmaker for the team, has died 10 times already. Don't know quite what that's done, but it's right up to the wire here. Elf Crew looking to try and steal it away once more, but they can't manage it. AB Realm take them down. Now, with only the 3 kill difference this time round, a bigger difference than last time, and big enough for AB Realm to equalize the score. That does mean we'll get to see these two excellent teams compete at least. Well, at least one of them will compete in one time more, and one of them will progress into today's tournaments. Our MVP for that one's got to be Jin, 18-11, absolutely bonkers. And well, hopefully Rabbit will be able to compete. We'll bring down those deaths in at the 3rd and crucial round. Alright guys, we'll BRB for game number 3. Hopefully you'll join us for that, and we will be sorting out our giveaways pretty soon, so please do stay tuned for those as well. Alright guys, just as we are getting set up for Game 3 on Vantage between Elf Crew and AB Realm, I'm going to try something slightly different with the competitions this time round. So what I would like you to do is in the chat on all of the platforms, if you can type in hashtag Elf Crew or hashtag AB Realm, I'll be choosing 2 winners of 200 credits for whoever chooses correctly of the winner of our first round today. So once more, if you type in one or the other of hashtag Elf Crew or hashtag AB Realm on Facebook, YouTube, Mob Crush, or on Twitch, then we'll be drawing 2 winners of 200 credits from whoever chooses correctly. We're trying out doing a few more spread out There'll still be the same amount of credits given out, but we're going to try to spread them out a little bit more, and also try and rely on you guys to try and figure out who it is going to win. So if anyone enters in with both Elf Crew and AB Realm, your entry will be disqualified. So choose just one. Hashtag Elf Crew or Elf, hashtag AB Realm or hashtag AB. Either's fine, as long as it's clear which team you're voting for. And only the people who've chosen the team correctly will be eligible for that 200 credits prize, which will be drawing after this match is concluded. There you guys have got all your predictions. You can see the Nate Gibson's got a strong opinion one way or the other. Let us know. Hashtag Elf Crew, hashtag AB Realm. We'll take a little break while the teams do get in place, but should only be a couple of minutes more before we get underway, so please do stay tuned and keep your entries coming in. Alright guys, we are back and we are live with our decider of not only who will progress in the tournament, but which one of you guys will be the recipient of those micro prizes, those 200 credits, which we'll be trying to figure out lots of fun ways to give away over the course of today. AB Realm, Elf Crew, with one game in hand. We are of course on the rush mode, so the rules have changed. For every guys who are new to the rush mode, it's played elimination style, along with Ari trying to take out a little bit of the scenery while they can. So each person only has 1 life per round. They can also buy upgrades with intelligence, which they can pick up from briefcases. And those upgrades only last while they remain alive. So each of these teams have a very strong incentive to stay alive in each round. And that's going to be reflected in that we're 30 seconds in, and we have got 0 kills so far. Let's take a look on the map. As you can see, we've got the relay actually going to be captured by the blue team. Let's see if we can get an eye on what they're doing. I think they're actually going to manage it, which means that when the timer does run out, it's going to be the blue team, as you can see on the map, the little blue indicator on the relay. Which means when that timer runs out in 1 minute's time, AB Realm will automatically win the round. Not only that, they get the first kill as well. That relay will keep on generating intel, so it will keep on giving them advantages, extra power-ups and things for the following round. So a very strong start. And Nell gets taken out as well. Now it's a 3-on-5. Elf Crew, at this point, with so little time left in this first match, it's now a question of do they try and actually go for any kind of trade here. Lovegood going to be taken out. 2 members of Elf Crew left in commission. They need to take out the entirety of AB Realm to do anything worthwhile right now. And that's not only not happening, but in fact they're just feeding more kills across. Rabbit does find the first kill. Will they manage to find a second? Actually managed to do a lot of work by themselves, but they're going to have to do an enormous amount, chucking the grenade across the wall. Rabbit, 2-0 so far. Will they go for the relay? Will they go for the kills? But they can wipe out the entirety of AB Realm. Elf Crew can salvage this round, but it's not going to happen. All of Elf Crew lie slain. AB Realm come up big time. Elf Crew are going to need to really rethink their strategy. Leaving that relay to be captured seemed to be a pretty massive problem. I think maybe not adjusting to this new environment. But we'll see if they can, with a little bit of wall bang action or a floor bang action this time round, they can try and stop that relay capture from being as effective as before. See if you guys are saying anything. Yep, nice to see those hashtag AB Realm, hashtag Elf Crews coming in. Certainly a vote for AB Realm's looking pretty good right now. As we see the kills being traded backwards and forwards. Rabbit is still up. Isn't going to land anyone with that particular grenade. But it looks like again AB Realm will be able to take hold of this central relay location. Going to be building up all those intel points, getting themselves all of the upgrades they can want. And statistically reducing Elf Crew's chances of bringing this series back considerably. Asuka's going to get taken out by a nice sniper shot. It's, I think, going to be a lot of it down to Rabbit once more, who's walking around the outside. Will Rabbit choose to hold on to whatever power-ups they managed to accrue up until this point, or will they gamble it all by trying to take out 2 on 3? Are they going to run right into another member of the realm? And they do. Rabbit does manage to get a kill. Only 30 seconds and change left in, but Ziquel's going to get taken out. Now it's just down to the last remaining member of AB Realm. Pirillo looking to stalk down. Finds Lovegood with a sniper shot. Now it's just a 1v1. Relay shot goes right through it. And Rabbit gets taken between the eyes. 1 game separates AB Realm from moving forward. Elf Crew, a very accomplished team as well. But AB Realm, in the first 2 matches, have both been able to hold onto this relay from the start. Let's see if they're going to go back to the well once more. Grenades being tossed through, but I have to think that Elf Crew must have adjusted their strategy at this point. Though saying this, it does not seem like we're seeing Elf Crew sending their members upstairs, so maybe they're just trying to hold off AB Realm from a distance. A Rabbit going down very low and is going to get taken out, and perhaps with him go the hopes of AB Realm. Of Elf Crew of bringing this game back in. Seconds ticking away. 1 minute and change left on the Ari lands a kill onto Kayaku. Only 3 members of Elf Crew left. This isn't the way they wanted to get knocked out of the tournament. Oh wow, okay. Suddenly 2 kills come through, equalizing between Elf Crew and AB Realm over on the blue side. But still, that relay has, in this game, hasn't been captured, but the efforts are being made. AB Realm may be in a little bit of trouble here. Ziquel up the top does capture that relay, which means once that timer runs down, it's all over for Elf Crew unless they can eliminate the entirety of AB Realm. 2 against 2. No, 2 against 3, in fact. Lovegood shooting at their teammate there, which is a bit unfortunate. Sirius playing the back guard here. We can throw up the map and see how it's going to play out. The numbers are there. Lovegood trying desperately to land the shot. 15 seconds left in it. Lovegood comes through. Does not manage to get anything. Imperialo actually, I think that was a decoy coming through there. Only a few seconds left. Can Asuka somehow salvage this game? No, they cannot. And that's a clean 3-0 for AB Realm there. Very nicely done. They will continue on to our quarterfinals. And that means that only those guys who voted for AB Realm will be eligible to be our winners. So, let's see about establishing who you are. Just excuse me. Alright, I'm going to quickly do the draws. I'll be back with you guys in just a second, so please do stay tuned. Alright guys, so to announce the winners on Facebook, Ahmad Debani is my best guess at your name over there. If you could put your dog tag and platform into a comment on the Facebook page for your 200 credits. And Leon's Gaming over on YouTube will also be our winner today. We have lots more giveaways over the course of the day. But congratulations, of course, to AB Realm, who managed to progress through our tournament today. Commiserations to Elf Crew, who put up quite the fight, but didn't seem to have the same grasp of the rush mode that AB Realm did. A well-earned victory there. So once more, giveaway-wise, Ahmad Debani. Hopefully I'm getting your name roughly correct. If you could put your dog tag and platform. In fact, I'll put a comment out there just so that you get notified. Let's see if we can find you. If Ahmad isn't around, which hopefully they are. Oh, there you are. Excellent. So if you could post your dog tag and platform, and as well, if we can get the dog tag and platform from Leon's Gaming over on YouTube. I'm going to check to see if there's been any update in that regard. Let's see. Leon's. Is Leon's anywhere? Not as of yet. So Leon's, if you could put your dog tag and platform, hopefully we'll get both of you guys sorted out. We're going to take a quick break while hopefully we get the next game coming in. So please do stay tuned. We're doing other giveaways. So this one was across all platforms, but we will be doing giveaways for specific platforms a little bit later on. So once more, hopefully, if you're still listening, Leon's Gaming on YouTube and Ahmad Debani over on the Facebook page, who is, I can see you posting there, but you seem to be a little confused about the concept of being a winner. Hopefully, You'll get it all figured out. But we'll be back in hopefully just a couple of minutes with the next match. If there's a delay on that regard, we'll go to a custom, but please do stay tuned either way around it. We'll be back soon. Alright guys, as you can see the teams are getting ready, so we're going to move on to Mob Crush for our first giveaway on that platform today. So that's going to be mobcrush.com/mod_combat5. Same idea as before. If you can enter in the hashtag first or hashtag destiny or anything which will equally indicate your team allegiance, probably hashtag ASN will be enough over on the Mob Crush platform. Alright, hopefully that will be clear enough for you guys. I'm going to put it across onto Facebook as well, make sure everyone's got access to that. Alright, looks like we're all up and ready. So, do you think it will be Destiny's R team? Do you think it'll be ASN at first action? The guys are almost ready for our first quarterfinal of the day. Come on, please. A good question. Can we type both teams? The no. If you type both teams, then I will not count your entry. So you need to choose one. Will you think it's going to be ASN first action? Do you think it's going to be Destiny, like we know with the hashtag ASN or hashtag Destiny in the Mob Crush chat? That's right, the Mob Crush chat will be the only place that counts right now. So please to make way across there and just drop in your entry. Don't necessarily stay watching it on Mob Crush. You can watch it on the platform of your choice. All you need to do is drop in that comment. And it shouldn't be too long at all before we do get started for that first game. As you can see, we're going to be on the streets with ASN first action over on the blue team. And Destiny over, or Destiny's R team over on the red. Let me take a quick look at the brackets off screen. So yes, Destiny's R team did beat out Destruction U to make it to this point, but ASN first action are our #1 team, our #1 seed at least, coming into this Invitational Cup number 5. To reiterate for any of you guys who are coming into this one late, in this Invitational, only Tier 2 and below armors are allowed. The heavy class is banned. Tier 7 and below weapons are also the only ones allowed. And melee and judgment kills are banned as well. Only concussive grenades are allowed. Gabriel, do remember that the only entries that will count will be on that Mob Crush page. So please do make way across there, even if it's just to drop in that entry. And we should be getting started in just a second. Looks like Destiny maybe got a couple of their player issues need to figure out there. I think it might be just jumping backwards and forwards between teams. Not quite sure what's going on. Hopefully they'll figure it out before too much longer and we can bring you guys that game. So you guys entering in on YouTube, please do be aware that your entries will not be counted this time round. You need to be over on the Mob Crush page, which I've put into the chat. Hopefully you've still got that there, which is mobcrush.com/modern_combat5. Hashtag Destiny, hashtag ASN, or first in there, either's fine, to indicate who you're supporting for this particular series. And only the people who have chosen correctly and not chosen both teams will be eligible to win those 200 credits prize, which we're going to be giving out to 2 different people who guessed correctly, to try and spread the love out a little bit more. And hopefully we've got a bunch of credits to burn through today, so we'll try and figure out lots of different ways. Hopefully that'll be a little bit creative in making sure that you guys get as much as you like. Of course, some might say that the smart money is going to be on ASN in this particular match, as they do come in as the #1 seed. But hey, if we do see an upset here, if we see Destiny R be the ones to win this series, which we will get a very strong indication one way or the other by the end of the first game at least, then if you're one of the few people who voted for Destiny, you're going to stand a much better chance of getting those 200 credits for yourself, along with a buddy friend who you haven't even made yet. We've got all of the Destiny players at least in. They've just got to figure out what team they're on, and then we should be good to go for our first quarterfinal match. Still in the best of 3 stage, still with these restrictions in place. to see if we can get ourselves some different kind of games. Let's see. When will the game launch? Oh boy. Is my mic volume too low? Please let me know, guys, because I will certainly adjust that if more than a couple of people are having the same issue. So I'll just check to see if there's anything I can change there. That's right. Yes, I think I do need to bring it up a bit. That might be a bit too loud. Let me know. I bumped it up by another 50%. We finally got the last Destiny member who got a little bit lost on the way to their particular team on the right one now. So we'll see. I'm holding out hope that they will start the game before too much longer. Thank you, MC5 to Haxel, for letting me know the mic volume wasn't quite right. Hopefully it's okay now. Do let me know, guys. We don't have any game sounds on at the moment, but I will. Oh, yes. I do apologise. That's entirely my bad. Thanks for pointing that out, Kill Now Please. I was so busy talking to other people, I forgot to jump into spectator. There we go. The problem was me the whole time. Oh boy, how embarrassing. There we go. No further delays. Thank you guys for your patience. Joewin, hopefully my mic volume is better now, but please let me know if it's still too low. I'm just going to check to see what my... It's still too low. Oh, that's surprising. Alright, I will pump up just a little bit more and see how it is. Alright guys, so let's get started. Please let me know if the sound is still a little bit off. Let's make sure we've got the game sounds coming through as well. Let's knock off the music, because the only music we need is the sound of ultra violence between ASN First Action over on the blue, Destiny over on the red. Our first quarterfinal match, Destiny with one series already to make it to this point, now face off against the #1 seed, ASN First Action. And of course, if you want to enter in for the competition relating to this particular round, then please do go across the mobcrush.com/mod_combat5 and enter in the hashtag whichever team you think is going to win out here. First blood does go to Destiny, but it's immediately traded back by Rattel. Wrecked, gonna freak out a little bit there. Let's see if we can find where the action is developing. It's getting it pretty damn dirty in the close quarters here. Royo is going to go down, and it's actually going to be Destiny who managed to hold on to the tiniest of leads, even if it's just for a second before equalization comes back through. But Destiny, our team, doing pretty well for a team that came in as our #8 seed into this tournament. Managing to stay neck and neck with ASN First Action. What will the reaction be? Sultan with the kill coming through, but a couple more for ASN who managed to pull themselves ahead. Let's see where those kills have been getting down. It will be on you. I'm going to go on a limb and say that's hard to say their name. Who is 3-0 so far. Close quarters fights, managing to sandwich a member of Destiny right between them, making a whole big mess of things. UE is going to get taken out though, as Destiny managed to pick up a few of their own. Sultan, long-time Modern Combat 5 player, is the one to pick up a kill there. I think we've got Destiny dropping a player there, which is not probably going to help their cause, especially if ASN start getting and bringing the numbers advantage to bear. Destiny going to try and keep ASN at arm's length, keep hold of their lead for as long as they can, only a single kill away. But hey, that's all they'll need to be the winners, as we saw earlier on today. Nate Gibson son, not looking for any mods right now on the stream, but thank you for your interest. I'll keep it in mind if we do start putting in more moderators. So, Destiny lands a kill with a nice airstrike onto Mika. Will put them 2 ahead. Both teams keeping their distance, looking to snipe off individual kills. Wrecked looking left, right, and center. Is almost going to manage it, but not quite. Evening up once more. We've got a Destiny player who's managed to make the messiest looking name possible. 5-1. I'm going to call him Doa, because who doesn't love Doa? Sultan lands a kill onto Limited. Destiny get one more as well. No way to trade that one back. 4 minutes and change left. This one, nice kill there from Doa, emerging from underneath. Really catch them off guard. Destiny's starting to build up a big lead. Tasty Pizza and Tony having a little bit of a scrap in the chat. Hope you guys can just get along. You managed to pick up a couple of nice kills as well for ASM. As they push forward, you started out this game pretty well and is looking to continue that trajectory. 8 and 3 in this game, relatively low accuracy, but pumping out the bullets to make sure it happens pretty far across the corner will mean that Sultan will fall. We have got a flashbang coming through. You's going to be a bit disoriented for just a second. And a second comes through. You still not dead though. Despite all of that, finally goes down. I think there's no way he was throwing all those flashbangs after. And Destiny, despite coming into this one as the clear underdogs, are going to remain ahead by 4. So you guys who are voting for Destiny across on the Mob Crush platform, which is the only place where those entries will count, may have made the wise decision. Do bear in mind, if you have voted for both teams, your entry will not be counted. So choose wisely. Spamming repeatedly will not increase your chances of winning as well. But hey, knock yourself out if you want to as well. 36 to 29, 3 minutes left on the clock. ASN going to be behind by 7. Oh, Tony and Pizza, I'm glad that you found love on the battlefield. As ASN managed to steal this game back. I misspeak heavily. That's entirely the opposite of what's happening. As Destiny are now going to be ahead by 7, ahead by 8. Really running away with this game. Ryu and Retel managed to get a couple of kills back, but Rekt manages to put Ryu out of his misery. Kills coming in thick and fast, but all Destiny need to do right now is trade. Yes, Tasty Pizza, I am jealous of the love you found in this hopeless place. Rekt still freaking out a little bit there, looking for a kill. No way, it's going to get taken out the second we try and click on him. Evidently, the Cast the Curse is still well and truly in effect. Doa hiding around the corner, the sneakiest of beakies, finds the way across the way, takes out you. 2 minutes left for ASN to try and come back, but Destiny pick up even more kills. Tony, I appreciate your support. I will do my best to not be filled with a jealous rage. You is jealous of the life. Blood that pumps through the veins of the Destiny team, who only need to find 2 more kills to take away this first game. No Way takes themselves out with a grenade, putting 1 kill across, but it will not be enough to save them. Destiny take that first game. Surprising, I think, everybody there. But with a very strong performance. Let's look across at that scoreboard again. And it is going to be Sultan in that first place position, 14 and 14. Let's see. With a 1-to-1 ratio, but actually that's kind of surprising. Sultan managing to die the same amount of kills they've got on. In fact, that's kind of a common trend. I guess it would be Doa down the bottom of the scoreboard, 9 and 4, who's actually got the best ratio in the game. Though saying that, Rekt 5 and 1, so technically Rekt the best performing player of Destiny. But we've at least got 1 more game between these 2 teams. Please do stay tuned, and we will be back with that as soon as we have it for you. Alright guys, a bit of an update, because one of the players has to attend to some personal business. We're going to have a bit of a delay on the result of the ASN First Action and Destiny series, so I will count all of the entries that are received so far on Mob Crush, and we'll come back to that a little bit later on. I'm going to make a note here, and the winner will be decided from the entries already given in, but I will be closing the Mob Crush giveaway shortly, and let's give it another minute or so for you guys to put in the winner's name. We'll come back to it later on, and once we've established who did win the series, then that giveaway will be done. We'll do a different quarterfinal in that case between a different set of teams, so please do stay tuned. We'll do a similar kind of setup for that as well, with you guys guessing the winner, but we'll give it another 30 seconds or so. I'm going to close the Mob Crush giveaway then, and then we'll come back to that a little bit later on to determine who the winner is once the series has been concluded. It could be a little while, and I don't want to keep you guys without anything on the stream for an extended period of time. So, once more, Mob Crush, it's going to be closing in just a second, and we will draw the winner for that once the bracket has progressed a little bit longer and we know who actually won out this series. But we can't show it to you guys on stream because one of the players has to step away, which is going to delay the series probably longer than it is really practical to just keep you guys hanging on. So we'll try and get you another series in hopefully just a few moments. I will take a quick look across and see how things are looking on the Mob Crush page. MC5 to Haxa, only 4 people voted. Well then, they've got a very good chance of winning. But again, we'll need to figure out who it is a little bit later on. So, please do stay tuned. We'll go to a break for a minute. If we don't find another quarterfinal game, we will open up a custom game. So, please stay tuned, and we'll be back as soon as we can either way. Alright guys, doesn't look like we're going to have a tournament game immediately, so what I have done is set up a team battle on Scramble ESL 123 Wiaparski. I put in it as best as I can, the same restrictions as the tournament, so that's tier 7 weapons, tier 2 armors, and I kind of left it there. So, no prestige weapons, just coming with tier 7 or below, and tier 2 armor or below. We will keep this going as long as we can, and hopefully guys are ready, or at least able to relatively quickly get your loadout sorted out so you can join this game. In fact, maybe I'll expand out on that tooltip or the writing on the screen a little bit just to make sure that's clear. Ooh. If I could type, that'd be good. There we go. Excellent. You guys are starting to get this one in. Oh. Quentin, Rojan, your room is a padded cell. Well, that's too bad. Well, I guess maybe you like it there. I don't know. I don't want to judge. But yes, I think I'll make this have a little bit more opacity on the background so you guys can read it a little bit more clearly. Because this one is going to be a little bit more important to understand what's going on fully. So great to see a few guys making. I'm acknowledging this is a little bit harder to meet the requirements of, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit slower to start up. But hey, nice to see some of you score supporters going on. Of course, hope you guys will show your support for our admins who are working very hard to get everything sorted out for today. Soldier Girl in particular is one of our admins for today, making sure everything's happening. I believe we've also got Winter, if I remember correctly, working on this particular stream. So those guys working hard behind the scenes to make sure you get only the best quality action. As far as the giveaway on Mob Crush, once we know who the winner of that series will be, which will be a little bit later on today, then we will be assigning those 200 credits to a couple of people who chose correctly as to how that series turned out. But for now, we're going to run this custom game. Tier 7 and below weapons, tier 2 armors. Can you make it in and make it happen? I think we might start off with 2v2 since that seems to be who we've got so far. So hey, why not? Let's not waste any more time. You guys can come and... oh, hello. Can come and join in anytime you like, as long as you fit yourself to the restrictions which are on the screen. I'll make that a little bit less large, and maybe I'll try and find some which is a little bit easier to... we'll see how it looks in game. I knew that Gamer, you sent an email to you but guys didn't reply. It might be because it's over the weekend, but hey, either way around it. Did you send it to the email address up at the top of the screen? If you didn't, I tried there. If not, then if it was today, I'd imagine it's probably because it's the weekend. As guys do get a little bit of time off for good behaviour. But let's get started with this one. We've got a 3-on-2 so far. And let's get everything in there. Let's try and make sure we don't obscure anything particularly important. There we go. Alright. We will be having more giveaways during the course of today. I'll be keeping an eye out as well for what's going on as far as tournament matches. But for the time being, we've just got this custom game which you can still join in whenever you like. Yes, Taste Pizza has got a good point that there was some Android action yesterday. I do apologise, well not apologise per se, but I do commiserate with you that if you missed out on that one if you're an Android player. The larger tournaments do tend to be on iOS. It's the more established platform for Mortal Kombat 5. A little bit more behind it there. We've got 3-on-3 so far. So if you notice the restrictions up in the top right of the particular screen, you can come and join in. So far it's looking pretty good for the score, guys. The Mob Crush giveaway has closed for the time being because of some unusual circumstances around the match, meaning that's going to be delayed by a considerable margin. So rather than keeping everyone entering in for the foreseeable future, just taking the entries which are in already, and we'll do another giveaway a little lower on. It's only for 200 credits, so don't worry about it if you missed out this time. There'll be plenty more. Quentin Rojan, if you want to get a job on the MC5 team, I would definitely recommend contacting Mob Crush, Game Loft directly. Looking pretty darn even in this custom game though. Looking pretty good. Tony Iona, give you some credits and you'll love even more. I don't know if I can trust a love that's based on bribery, but I do appreciate your attempt to get credit. So hey, when is MC6 coming out? I don't know. New Look Gamer, but I appreciate your enthusiasm for typing in all caps, because as we all know, caps lock is cruise control for cool. Joywin YouTube. So there haven't been any winners for that Mob Crush giveaway as of yet. Hopefully it's not a bit too confusing that that's going to be drawn a little bit later on today. But we'll keep you guys updated. Yes, we should pop around a little bit to see some other points of views. Let's see who's getting the kills so far. It's going to be Kimu, so let's follow them for a little while. 12 and 8 so far. Hopefully get a few more of you guys into this game if you can. Match the restrictions up there. Tier 7 and below weapons, Tier 2 armor, just like the guys playing in the tournament today. Hey, Theome? Yes, I think you're getting your name roughly right. But at least we've got 2 teams of 3 contenders and a pretty even match so far. Kribikash is going to be taken out by some long-range fighting. Kimu going into extreme close range to try and get the job done. We do see the score players managing to land a little bit more damage. Puma can manage to pick up one more as well. But a lot of... I'm assuming these are probably not... Well, I don't know actually, honestly, if these are actual team members coming in here or just fans. I'm going to go with these are fans rather than actual team players. But if I recognise some names, I'll definitely call them out. Oh, Tony, excellent, trying to still work the free credits angle. Quentin Rojan, it is a bit of a shame that Android and OS don't have cross-platform. I think it is something that's been discussed, but we don't really have any information as yet. I'm not a direct Gameloft employee, so I don't have access to any new information, but yesterday we did have a bit of a Q&A with Radu, where he indicated it's something that, if it could be worked out, they certainly wouldn't be against. It's just a case of, I think it's a little bit tough to kind of get all the parties involved. New Look Gamer, so yes, so I don't work in Gameloft, I just work as a freelancer for them. So I unfortunately don't really have any access to any information that you guys don't. I just happen to have been around the Q&A stream yesterday, so I've got the answers from there. Alright, no new tournament information for the time being. Let's change our look a little bit, because I think actually we're giving a little bit too much credit where it shouldn't be. It's going to be George sporting those Bull Nation tags. 11 and 5 in this game. Very low accuracy, but that's only because so many bullets have been flying the other way. In fact, they're so enthusiastic they're going to try and shoot the opposing team. George managed to land a kill there. Now 12 and 5. And there it is. We're getting a few more of you guys in. We'll run one more custom game before I take a break for the sake of my voice. Haven't heard anything from Haxel so far, so I think it's fairly unlikely he's going to be joining us for today. So I'll have to pace my voice a little bit and make sure that I don't end up blowing up my throat by talking too much by myself all the time. So yes, Ariana, this is an ESL tournament. We didn't expect to have another ESL one. Ryogi Gaming, I do apologise for the lack of tournament games. Hopefully you'll come back and join us a little bit later on, either way around it. But this is a custom game, a community game going on right now, while we wait for the tournaments to pick up once more. The ESL games will be a little bit later on once we've got those back again. Oh, okay, we need to create a new lobby. We'll just go and do that now. So what, just for the sake of trying to get a few more of you guys into the custom games, I'll do another one without any restrictions on it, because I'm not sure that made too much of a difference anyway. worry about changing the screen right now. Let's see, let's go into museum. ESL 123, as you can see on the screen. All groovy. Let's create it. Let's make it happen. Aaron, there's no Android game for today. It's just on iOS. But I believe, I'm just trying to remember what the... we've had Android for a couple of times. I'll have to double check what the what's coming up next week. I'll have a quick check on our bracket and see if anything's progressed as far as ASN First Action versus Destiny. That's still in contention, so we'll have to wait to draw the Mob Crush winner from there. I think we've actually got... oh, we have got our new pass key, so I do apologise, we'll have to drop out of this custom game for the time being, because the tournament games always have to take priority. So check that pass key works. Hopefully it will. There we go. So I believe Rayuga Gaming? That suggests... you wanted me to say it again, suggests that I said it wrong. But hey, maybe I said something rude by accident, who knows? So I think we actually are going to be able to get back to that ASN First Action versus Destiny game. It looks like they've managed to get themselves all sorted out. So in that case, we'll have the Mob Crush giveaway can resume. I expected that to take longer. Aaron, there isn't any news on the ESL tournaments for Android for the time being, but please do stay tuned to the ESL page, and whenever there's going to be any new information in that regard, then they will be posted on there. So I'm just going to put all of our bits and pieces back in, because we have got ourselves, hopefully, a second game of the series on hand between Destiny's R Team and ASN First Action, so we can get all that set up again. And I'm going to update our notes as well to reflect the fact that we've got the second game coming up. So you guys can effectively put in who you think is going to be winning ASN First Action or Destiny over on the Mob Crush page if you follow the link mobcrush.com/modern_combat5. So one or the other, ASN First Action or Destiny. Who do you think will win out this series? Destiny have surprised us, taking that game #1 after a little break there. Then we've got a chance to show off your skills at predictions. ASN First Action, I believe, and let me just double check this before I look silly. Yes, did come into this as the #1 seed. Destiny R came in as our #8. So we expected ASN First Action to take the first game pretty straightforwardly. That doesn't seem to have been the case, so anything could happen. And I'll just make sure everyone's on the right side. Looks like it. So we shouldn't be too far off from getting ourselves started. Looks like most of the players are in there, so let's transition across to the lobby. Guess there's a little bit of music just to keep us going while those last few guys get in there. So MC5 to Hacksaw. We will draw the winner when the series has been established one way or the other. Who is going to be the winner? Unfortunately, it's probably not going to be in 10 minutes time. MC5 to Hacksaw. So you might unfortunately be missing out. It is only 200 credits. So hopefully you won't feel too bad about it. But you will need to be here to claim those credits. I'll tell you what. MC5 Tax, so why don't you post your dog tag and platform in there so into the Mob Crush chat, so in case you do win, they've got your details up and ready. I think I've somehow managed to screw it up for my client, which is why it looks a bit weird. So we'll just wait out here to hopefully not make life a little too confusing while we wait for those last few players to get themselves in place. It looks like it's 4 on both sides, but I think we're just waiting on the last few ones to get in, so keep those entries coming through on Mob Crush. Do you think that Destiny's R team can manage to do it once more? Do you think they can surprise everyone and tip over the first seed of the entire tournament in their first match of the entire tournament? Or do you think it was a fluke last time around? MC5 to Haxel. Well, if ASN First Action win this upcoming game, then we will have to go through to a Game 3. The only way we'll be drawing the winner on Mob Crush is if Destiny managed to 2-0 ASN at First Action. But it could happen. Certainly no one expected it to play it the way it did first time round. I will just quickly hop in and out of this lobby to make sure that I've not had my lobby expire, which is sometimes happens. But we should hopefully be good to go in just a second. I'm going to remember to actually put myself into the spectate slot this time around. Quentin Rojan, are you spamming caps? Ooh. Just letting our admins know what's going on here. We're just waiting on one ASN First Action player. I'm going to let our admins know. That's going on. I'd imagine it's quite likely Destiny have already let our admins know that's the case, but hey, just in case, I will make sure that they are being chased up about it, because we don't want to keep you guys waiting any longer than we absolutely have to. Kenny's Gaming. Are you being rude to Nightbot, the hero that will save us all from the darkness? Oh, Crivens. I could have a quick look at the lobby chat and see what these guys are talking about. Spam, 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 spam. I think Destiny were trying to persuade the ASN First Action players to join their team. So that's a little surprising, but guys, your dad plays for Destiny. Hey, that's pretty neat. I don't know if that's true or not, if you're just trolling me. But hey, who's your dad, guys? Is it No Way? Is it Doa? Is it Rex Sultan? I prefer to believe I think because that's just such a very specific thing to say that I'm prepared to believe it because it's more interesting than just assuming that you're just messing with me. So, dad goals. Shadow TR, say your name, please. There you go. Oh boy. Oh, that's right. So apparently Rex is Kaiser's mum. That's exciting stuff. Seems entirely credible. Of course, with this being the internet, you should always believe the first thing that someone tells you, because undoubtedly it's going to be true. Don't know what's happening with our ASN First Action players who've actually have now less players than they started with in this lobby. It's a little confusing. Killing our players, my dad is counterfeit. Oh my gosh. Another one of those children I didn't know about. Well, congratulations. You've inherited a desire to talk over video games. Good job, new son. My dad is No Way. Kai's has a very fluid set of parentage. Ariana Evermore, the custom games for the ESL 123 passkey are not in progress at the moment because we're about to hopefully get started with our next game. Though, surprisingly, one of the teams just seems to have mostly left. So that's a little surprising. I don't know quite what's going on there, but hopefully we'll get them back before too much longer. We'll do our best to at least get to you the game. I don't know why, but it seems like a bunch of the ASN First Action guys have left. Shout out to ya. Oh, thank you for the compliment on my voice. Hopefully it sounds nice because that's all I've got to work with here because I've got a face cam, so the facts, well, whether or not I look pretty doesn't matter. Does, yes. It's a little confusing. We expected to have the match for you guys, but no. One of the teams decided they're going to take a holiday instead. So that's a little confusing. I'm not sure if we're going to end up with an admin decision here. I'm not really entirely clear. Yes, family Modern Combat 5 business. It's all in the family today. Turns out everybody's related to everybody else. The Loke Gaming YouTube. I'm always willing to give you a shout out because you've been around for hey loads of time. Deadpool is all about the thug life. Well, guys, I'm now your uncle. It's just such an emotional roller coaster. Apparently it's been confirmed that some of the ASN, maybe one or all of the ASN players, are actually asleep right now. So that's, oh boy. I think it is pretty late in Japan right now, so it's probably the first time I've actually seen that specifically happen, so I'm not sure if we're just going to see Destiny go through by default here, which seems probably the most likely situation. I think we're starting to see the players leaving now, so I think that's maybe it. Eden Gaming. It's great to see so many, I presume, content creators coming in here and watching these streams. Oh wow, you guys are getting a little weird in the chat. MC5 Taxor. I think ASN will need more than luck to win at this one. They will need someone to wake up their players. So I'm going to see if we're just going to move to a different series. Kill Now Plus is the CEO of Modern Combat 5. Oh boy, that's an exciting day. A case of mistaken identity, perhaps? Or perhaps it is the real daddy of Modern Combat 5. Who knows? Only you can decide, Internet. Do you believe in life after love? I'll give it a couple more minutes before we move on to something else, either a custom game or a different match. Ariana Evermore, the ESL hasn't switched from Sundays to Saturdays. This is a special kind of semi-one-off invitational taking place today. We're in the off-season of Modern Combat 5, so theoretically there isn't much Modern Combat 5 going on. Okay, it looks like ASN are not going to be able to play, so we can pull through our winner on the Mob Crush page, and it will mean that Destiny will go through. ASN losing out, unfortunately, due to technicality, which is a real shame, but that does mean we get to draw our winners. So let's have a look through who voted for Destiny. Alright, our first winner on the Mob Crush page will be Mori. Mori, if you could put your dog tag and platform. And who else? Let's go up. Let's go up. Oh, and Abner G16, who conveniently already put their dog tag and platform. What a great guy. Or lady. So we're just asking for Mori over on Mob Crash if you could post in your dog tag and platform for your 200 credit arenas. I haven't had a chance to read the chat. I will try and catch up in a second. Okay, great. Mori is on iOS. We just need your dog tag. There we go. Excellent. Alright, you guys are getting real weird in the chat. So we'll take a short break while we do get set up for Score versus Velocity in the semi-finals. So we'll be back with that in just a moment. Please do stay tuned and we'll have more giveaways as the tournament progresses. Alright guys, as you can see on screen, we're going to have Score going up against Velocity in the second semi-finals game. Now, what you might not have expected with all of the hype behind Score coming into this one is Velocity have actually already taken game number 1 against Score Gaming. So, Score are going to have to fight for their tournament survival in only their second round of competition, beating out Oh My God in their quarterfinal match. But Velocity, the team from, let me just check that, in fact, I think Italy? Mexico! I do apologize, I'm terrible at remembering which maps go where. Velocity will be one game up in the series. Let's see if you guys have... Ariana, I do appreciate all the compliments you can throw my way, because who doesn't love being told that they're chill? Loke Gaming, it's not your birthday today, but can you get a pin? I'm not really sure what you mean. But hey, if a pin is a compliment, I think you're pretty cool. Tony Anna, you almost broke your phone once. Oh boy. That's no good. You already broke one tablet once. Oh man. It's a whole load of emotion being thrown out there. I think we need to get rid of one of our score players. I think. Oh no, okay, never mind. Hopefully you've got the right amount of players on each team. So we go back into a team battle on conversion. Score Gaming, our Android champions, now playing on iOS. Being challenged by the team from Mexico. Velocity coming at them at speed, just as their name suggests. Score Gaming from the US of A. Will they manage to come back here and turn this series around, or will this be the end of the Score Gaming hype train? Velocity have the chance to take the scalp of the century. A lot of familiar names on the Score Gaming side of things. Legends in their own time, but Velocity have the chance to be the legend killers. Let's get it started. Let's see who's going to take the first blood. It will be Velocity taking the first and the second blood. Nice start out for them. Let's see if we can find some of their Bofon comes through. Nice shot onto Remy round the corner. Danielle comes in, manages to get the first kill on the board for Score Gaming. Gomatax as well. Great to see these really big names coming out to the field, but also being challenged by what they've got. Loke Gaming, what's your favourite game? Well, of course, it's Modern Combat 5 Blackout. Thomas MC5, score only champs because the best Android squads don't play. Well, I don't know if that's true, but certainly Velocity seems to be giving them a run for their money right now. Gomatax yet to get a kill in this game. Let's see if we can find Danny L, who's done pretty well so far with a 3-1 record. But where are the kills coming through on the other side? It will be Kame. Who is harming the chances of Score Gaming? Ugh, that was a pretty terrible joke. The Grand Rider, you're level 60 already. Oh boy, that's a lot of games played. Hakala Matata, looks like noobs playing. Well, if you think you can do better, then certainly feel more than free to join our tournaments, which will be starting up again in just a couple of weeks if everything else goes to plan. Kame doing pretty well for themselves so far. I think it's Score Gaming. Going to be new to this particular platform, but still putting up a pretty good fight. Kame 5 and 3. Remy and Danny are going to pick up a couple of kills for Score, trying to bring it back. Remy and Kame trading kills there. Let's take a look at the map and see how this one is playing out. The tops of the map going to be dominated by Velocity. Score Gaming swarming around the bottom, looking to try and get a flank on if they can. Danielle 7-1 in this game. Danielle has been a really potent performance for Score Gaming in their other tournament appearances. Not looking to let up at all. Trinai gonna get taken out, but Kame managed to at least trade the kills. Velocity stay in the lead. Tasty Pizza, Score went to buy iPhones only for this tournament. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm not sure what the particular circumstances are, if they borrowed iOS devices or if they just happen to have them themselves. But certainly they are putting up a pretty good fight so far. Velocity do stay in the lead. Tanya, can I answer your question? It depends what that question is. If it's something rude, probably not. But hey, if it's something sensible, then we'll do our best. Let's get the game sounds on as well. I do apologise, I've got to turn that on. Let's get the music off. Haha! Akala Matata, this is on iOS, as it says at the bottom of the screen. Hopefully, maybe it's just not noticeable enough. But hey, Danielle's going to run into a one-on-one fight with Kame, but will get taken down. That's no good for them. Remy's going to get the revenge kill, but still a big advantage. Recon the best class on conversion? Well, maybe. Just maybe you might be right. Certainly no heavy for this invitational. To be able to bring those shotguns, to be able to bring those rocket launchers. Please do let Gameloft know what you think of this particular tournament with the restrictions in place, because all these invitations are experiments to see if the weekly tournaments could be done under the same conditions and if it would make these kind of tournaments more competitive, more compelling to watch. Please do let Gameloft know by the email address we'll bring up a bit later on between matches on the screen. What you think of the Invitational? Do you think the rules are better or worse than regular competition? Let's see. Velocity continuing to build up the lead. Just looking through the chat, let's see if there's anything to answer. But not so far. Wow, Velocity looking really, really good right now. Managing to pull themselves out ahead by a huge amount. Score Gaming still with a very solid play, but solid may not be enough because Velocity are making a liquid of them right now, wiping the floor with an 8-kill advantage. Less than 3 minutes for this one to turn around. Remy Score only managing to trade kills, now an 11, now a 12-kill advantage. Velocity putting the boot home, both on sliding themselves down. Take a look at that scoreboard. It's going to be Kami who is going to be taken out by Goldman Sachs the second we look at them. Tony, I'm still trying for the free stuff. I appreciate you taking the slightly longer way to that. Kami now 18-9 in this game. Tasty Pizza, glad to see you're having a good old time. As Kami keeps pouring on the pressure. Score Gaming, I think, are beyond reach here. Came in as the number 2 seed and as the de facto favourites behind ASN First Action, but this could be the moment in which we see our number 2 and number 1 seeds knocked out. It will be the 2-0 for Velocity. Doing crazy good work there. Very, very nice performance. Kame gonna be that MVP with the 20 kills in that game and only 9 deaths. Very, very impressive. Whew. Alright, well, that will mean we know who's going to be moving further on in the tournament. We will take a short break while we get sorted out where we're going to be going next. But please do stay tuned. We'll be having more giveaways and more matches, potentially more custom matches as well, as today does wear on. So stay tuned and we'll let you know which one it's going to be as soon as we know. Alright guys, we are back. We are moving forward with quite some speed. Destiny from the US take on Dramas from Mexico in our next semi-final match. Let's have a look through. Oh, it doesn't look like anyone's got any particular questions, just talking about stuff in general, which is perfectly fine with me. Dramas managed to pick up the first couple of kills. This is game 1 on the museum, as you can see. Hopefully we'll get an education while we're also getting some schooling from DMZ, Destiny's R team, which I can only hope are the most parity of their rosters. Currently getting absolutely schooled. 4-1, now 4-2, as Sultan manages to pick up a kill there. But still, a very strong start from the Mexican team. So, over on our Twitch page, that's our Twitch page, I'll just put the link up in a second. That's twitch.tv/Modern Combat. If you could put into our... There you go, just had myself on stream. If you could put into there the who you think is going to win out between DMZ and Destiny onto our Twitch page, then you will stand your chance of winning one of those 200 credit giveaways. So without further ado, let's get back into things and see how this match is progressing. It looks to be that we have got some pretty potent players who are going to get immediately taken out the second we look at them. Thank you, Tony Anna. Thank you for oversharing. I'm not really sure what you're talking about anymore, but I can assume it has to do with bodily functions, which is very gracious of you to tell me all about those. So, Dramas over on the blue, Destiny on the red. Seeing a clash of heads here as the kills slowly start to go back into Destiny's favour. One more comes in, nice grenade there. It's going to be Doa landing that one with a nice little bit of action. Sultan going to get cut down though as DMZ pull themselves back into the leads. We are in our semi-finals, so we're very close to actually the end of the tournament. But if you want to make your way across to the Twitch page, twitch.tv/Modern Combat, and enter in hashtag DMZ, hashtag Destiny to see who is, to decide who you're going to vote for. And I will put that into the chat. At 200 credits. Alright, just to let everyone know what's going on giveaway wise. And we'll be back with all of y'all in just a second. All the credit arenas that you can eat. As we see a very, very even game between these two teams. It started out very strongly for DMZ. X-King Slayer FTW. Congratulations on being our first entry in there, as Sultan manages to get a little bit of work done. He's trying to take a bit of shelter where shelter can be found. A nice bit of reverse engineering. They're going to throw a grenade down the stairs, hopefully catch someone out. Tony Arnott, you need to be in the Twitch channel for your entry to count. So please to make your way across there if you want to vote for Destiny as the winner of this series. No games in hand as of yet. You can only vote for one side and have it count, as Destiny pick up a whole slew of kills. Doa, I'm not even sure what that person's name is here because it's just made up of a bunch of... Or Dor, I guess would be the best way of saying it. Yes, this is Dor and Doa. I'm going for D-O-R, is my best guess is what their name is supposed to be. 9-2 so far. It's going to try and 1v2. Does manage to get a kill, but will be traded back in the end. X-King Slayer X will be the only person who successfully made it across the Twitch platform to enter in the giveaway. So, lots of chance to play. Hakala Matata, ESL players are hacker as well. If you see anything suspicious on the stream, please do send in a ticket in case I do miss it. But it's twitch.tv/Modern Combat for the particular giveaway. I will just throw that out a couple of times just to make sure you guys can see it. So far, it looks like Destiny have managed to get the slight edge in this first match. Managed to pick up a whole bunch of kills. But Destiny do lose a couple of members in the offering as well, though still a very impressive 12-3 record so far. The kill numbers over on DMZ also come with a lot of deaths on the same one. Kai's, Roxanne and Absol, that's her name, I'm not sure who you're talking about. Not sure how to interpret what you mean, Kai's. My adopted nephew. As Destiny only need one more kill and they're gonna find it, going up 1-0 in this semi-final series. Oh, I see what you mean, Kai's. Okay, so it's Roxanne and Absol, yes. I'm just probably going to go with Door and Doa because that's what we can see on stream. But thank you, Kai's, for the clarification there. Yeah, it just shows up as Door and Doa, so I'll go with that. Otherwise, it's going to be too confusing because no one's going to know who I'm talking about. But hey, we'll take a short break while we do get set up for game number 2, DMZ versus Destiny. The only place you're going to find out who's going to win is right here, so please stay tuned. Alright guys, looks like these guys are ready to get themselves into game number 2. Destiny with a 1 game advantage, doing pretty darn well against DMZ from Mexico. We'll see if conversion could be the change of chances for DMZ here, or if it will just be one more boot put in by Destiny's R team, who've done pretty well for themselves so far. We'll keep keeping an eye onto who we can. But we'll see how it goes to start everything off. Checking to see who was into this particular game. But hey, Door's going to land themselves that first kill. Door stalking around looking for objectives as well. Kingslayer, FTW, thank you for throwing up those quackers. Door trying to do a little bit of pre-firing there as no way manages to get a kill. Is going to get taken to pieces in the end. Tony Anna, the Twitch giveaway is still in progress. I'm just going to throw out the details once more. We've only actually had 1 entry in overall on Twitch so far, so if that stays that way, then Kingslayer FTW will have to win both sets of 200 credits because he's the only person who's entered in on Twitch. So hey, if you make your way across there and predict who will be the winner here, will it be DMZ, will it be Destiny's R team, and maybe you can score yourself some easy credit arenas. DMZ looking pretty reasonable. Hey, there's Kai's. Thanks, nephew o' mine, for putting your entry in across to Twitch with a vote for Destiny's chances. A single vote will be enough. Multiple votes won't increase your chances. Don't worry about it. A single vote is all you need. As DMZ looking pretty good right now after what would have been a very tough game number 1. Nice grenade there from Doa. Will at least get a kill back in Destiny's pockets. But DMZ looking pretty darn good, despite the fact that they have got a member who's 0-4 right now, not having the best of games. But let's see if we can focus on what they have been doing well. A 7-2 VAR, as we can see here. Tony Anna, I entered, I'm the Tony I. Kai's wants to be OP, who doesn't honestly, these days in these parts of the world. DMZ looking pretty darn good in this game number 2, down 1 in this series, but looking to really smash Destiny's hopes and dreams right here. Flashbang is going to go off. Will it be taken advantage of? A little bit of confusion from the DMZ side, but don't lose out too badly. In fact, actually managed to pick up a kill for themselves. Let's take a look across to the red team here and see it's going to be Wrecked, who's 3-1 in this game with a pretty good record. Tony Anna has not shown I've sent Destiny on Twitch. I don't know. I'll have a go. Have a look manually. I've got a restream chat client which doesn't always show everything. But hey, I'll go and look across manually when it's time to draw the winners. So don't worry if I haven't noticed your entry on Twitch. It may just be that my restream chat client isn't picking everything up, but it will be in the Twitch channel when I go look. Alright, so enough about that for the time being, because it looks like we may well have a series for you guys. DMZ have come back very strongly in this game number 2, looking a lot better. Let's look where those kills are going across. It's going to be VAR, whose name is probably something else, but VAR's all we can see. So we're going to assume that that's what their name is. 9-4, really propping up the DMZ side as trades go through. Kingslayer throwing out the support for DMZ, and I think maybe they've heard because they're getting kill after kill. Now ahead by 18 after losing that game 1. Really looking to send a message here. Wallbang doesn't work though. We've got a couple of kills coming back through for Destiny, who are still behind by a ludicrous amount of kills. Low Gaming, very happy to see the COG-V taking it to the field. That's right, the restrictions on weapons, we're going to be seeing a lot more variety in these tournaments. Let GameLoft know, use that email if you like what you're seeing in this tournament as far as the weapons that are being used. Let GameLoft know that you prefer this style of tournament with the prestige weapons being banned out for competitive play. If you'd like to see more of this, you need to let them know, or they won't realise that's what you guys want. If you don't, if you prefer the old style, let them know that too. It's all about making your voices heard. That email address, which I'll bring up between games, is a direct line through to Gameloft, so you can make your voices heard. VAR is Kira. I'm still probably gonna go for VAR just because someone will know who I'm talking about. But thank you again, Kai's, for that intel. Kills starting to pour through for the side of Destiny, but I think it's going to be way too late. Let's follow this 13 and 4 member TT. So that will be second game going through to DMZ, 50-33. I think DMZ from Mexico got the message. They've all got the same skin and the same uniform in their intensity, but some very strong performances up at the top of the table there. Still, everything to play for in game number 3, so please do stay tuned. Keep your entries coming on Twitch to determine who will be the winner of the series, DMZ or Destiny's R team. We're back in hopefully just a few minutes with that game number 3, so please do stay tuned. Alright guys, we are back. Destiny's our team go up against DMZ. This semi-finals has been crazy so far. DMZ came back from a pretty tough game, one loss, to roll over Destiny in game number 2, but it's all going to change right now, because we're going into the elimination style rush mode. These teams will have the least familiarity with playing this, but it's going to be on the rooftops as well, further confusing matters. I'll do my best to briefly explain that as it will be 1 life per round for each player, and you will accrue intel or points you can spend on upgrades that will persist between rounds as long as you don't die. If you control that central point, which is locked down, I believe, at the moment, the relay, at the end of the time running out, you will automatically win the round, as well as accruing extra points from doing so. Still, kills can be a way to victory here. Let's turn off the music for the time being, because no way it's going to land that first kill. In fact, the second kill coming through, looking a little bit shaky for DMZ after a very strong Game 2 performance. Managed to get their first kill on the series, then a second as well. Nice bit of pre-firing there. Of course, we are in the Invitation, which means tier 7 weapons or below, tier 2 armor or below, heavy's going to be banned out, and a few other bits and pieces. Judgment as well as taken off. Oh, Sultan gets absolutely nailed. We're thinking the rooftops with a little escape velocity being taken out of trouble, turning into a fight right now. We've got the relay up for the capturing intel, briefcases around the place, but the capture notification is going to be going out to Destiny. This is very risky from the DMZ side, because it's going to put a target on the head. Flashback EA, welcome. I do appreciate anyone who can drop down some dank memes. Capture getting filled all the way up to the top. This will be massive for DMZ if they can do it with only 30 seconds left. They have secured. So now it's a 1-on-1, but no! The intel not going to be enough to stop the counter-aggression from Destiny's R team taking the first round there. Having the information the last remaining DMZ player was on that relay made them exceptionally vulnerable. They broke for cover, or rather they broke cover, were immediately taken to pieces. This is a 5-game, a best of 5 particular game mode in this best of 3 series, with both teams having one match in hand, I suppose is the best way of putting it. So we've still got potentially a bunch more rounds here, but it's looking pretty good for Destiny so far. Let's see where those kills are going to. Oh, okay. Well, threshing out the numbers pretty darn quickly. He is going to be walking away, going to find the opponent walking all the way back. Doesn't manage to get the kill. Not having their primary weapon out is going to really cost them this time round. Still, they managed to take out No Way, but No Way for DMZ to win that one. Destiny with a return sniper kill makes it 2 rounds to 0. In this rush game mode. 1 more victory for Destiny, and they will move forward to our finals to face off against. And I'm going to have a quick check to see who that's going to be. It's going to be Velocity 7, of course, winning out against Score Gaming in the upset of the tournament. DMZ stand on the brink of being eliminated themselves, yet to take a single round of rush so far. Need to change up everything, going for the capture once more. This is what brought them low the first time round. I think maybe just going to use it this time to lure in the enemy. Kingslayer throwing out some love for DMZ. They're going to need all of the help they can get. Secret Gamer dropping down DMZ vote as well. It's looking very dicey. I don't think anyone's got the relays so far, but another DMZ member falls. It's just down to MMO to make it happen right here against 3 members of Destiny. A comeback here would be incredible, but it's pretty much impossible. 1 minute left to play in this last semi-final match of the day. You guys' votes will determine who's going to be winning out here. Hopefully, someone voted for Destiny, because it's looking like it's going to be Destiny right now, and it will be Destiny moving forward to our finals to face off against Velocity 7. Congratulations to them, commiserations to DMZ. Fighting out Mexico will have to hit the bench as we move forward to our grand finals. So let our admins know and we will have a look across to our Twitch page and see who did vote for Destiny. Alright. Let's see. Okay, well, there's only a few people voting here, so it's gonna be a relatively short count here. So let's see. I think it might actually be Secret Gamer. You voted for both parties, so your entry will not be counted. So let's just accumulate all the people who have managed to successfully do it. Alright, so our winners of the Twitch giveaway will be Tony I and Kais351. I'm also put a message in to indicate that. Dog tag and platform, as always. Excellent, Kais. Quick on the draw. 200 credit arenas will be winging their way to you. Let's get your details noted down. Shazam, excellent, and hopefully Tony I, you will also enter your details in before. Yes, Tony, I do remember you voted, and I remember the fact that you won. Destiny versus Velocity 7 coming up as our best of 5 grand finals shortly. I'll just make sure we've got all of our winners in here before we move forward any further. So, Tony, if you're not... There we go, excellent. Got your details in there. So, we've got one more giveaway for the day. Oh, nuts. So let's see, so we've had Twitch, we've had Mob Crush, we've had winners on Facebook and on YouTube. So, the last giveaway. Secret Gamer, you can definitely vote for the next people. The last giveaway of the day will, let's say, arbitrarily be on YouTube. So, if you want to vote for, I'm just going to put onto the screen who the finalists are going to be. Finals coming up. Destiny take on Velocity. Alright, so let's get all of this cleaned up, because we've got some new teams to put in here. Alright, we'll take a short break while our grand finals are being set up. Please do stay tuned. Tony, do you have time to get a bath? I don't know, honestly. Alright. So we'll be right back with our grand finals as soon as it's set up, so please do stay tuned and put in your entries on YouTube. Even if you're watching it on Facebook or one of the other platforms, hashtag, and I'll just bring that up on the screen, hashtag Destiny or hashtag Velocity7. Do you think who's going to win? Only the person who votes for the correct team will be considered for the... Actually, no, wait. I'll do it on both. I'll do it on... We'll have one winner and on Facebook and one winner on YouTube. Why not? So on Facebook and YouTube, you can enter in hashtag DestinyR or hashtag Velocity7, and if you entered in the correct winner, then you'll be considered for the 200 credit prize. Alright guys, so we will take that break we've been talking about, and we'll be back as soon as we have the grand finals for you. Alright guys, we are back into things and we are live with our grand final for today. Velocity 7, take on Destiny. Arrgh. Kill now, please. Please accept me as a person. Ugh. One day, nephew, one day. But this day, it's all about these two teams. They fought through the number 1 and number 2 seeds to get to this point. Please make your voices heard. Kingslayer on YouTube, the only one who voted Velocity. Well, you've got a good chance of winning on YouTube then. Vote on YouTube and on Facebook for your winner of this grand final series. Will it be Velocity? Will it be Destiny? Our best of 5 means we will have no doubt as to who is the superior team. Keep those votes coming in on YouTube, on Facebook as well. Twitch and Mob Crush, don't need to worry about them anymore because their giveaway is all done and dusted. We're all about the Destiny and Velocity action right now in our first game of our grand finals. We are on we're part of the Invitational right now. Tier 7 or below weapons. Tier 2 or below armor. No heavies, no judgment pistols in this game. Let's game off know, do you prefer this style or do you prefer the original style? Because this will be decisive as to what we're going to be moving forward with in the regular season. As we break out into some ultra violence in the close range, Vivi dancing around the opposition, making Velocity 7 catch up in a hurry. Vivi 1 and 0 so far into proceedings. Let's keep an eye out. It's going to be Kame doing work, managing to put Sultan in the ground. Now 4 and 1, Kame with a big part of Velocity's success so far. But can they do it again? No! Sultan gets the revenge kill. That's a pretty rare thing. These two teams give each other a lot of space to breathe in this map. So the kill count not crazy out of control as of yet, but that could change in a hurry. No way, it's going to find Draenei in a corner. Destiny trying to fight their way back into it, managed to equalize the score. Of course, last time we were here, it was the rush mode, and it's quite a popular rush mode map. This time it's all about the team deathmatch, just trying to get those numbers where they need to be as Destinies continue to tick up. Kill now, please. You're being a little bit creepy with the whole daddy thing, but hey. If it's not okay to be weird on the internet, then where is it okay not to be weird? To be weird? I'm getting a little confused here. But hey, Velocity 7 not confused about what they need to do right now, which is bring the score back up to equal 10 apiece so far. 1.5 minutes left on the clock. Still at least 2 more games to play in our grand finals. Guys, keep your votes coming in Facebook and YouTube. Only one from each platform can be the winner of those 200 credits for predicting or perhaps judging it correctly who will come out on top. So far, it's neck and neck, 10 apiece. Of course, this central platform not going to be as important as it will be on Rush because there's nothing to capture. They are looking for that long-range snipe yet to land a kill in this game. But I'll tell you who has. It's going to be the door to success for Destiny, as both teams give you a lot of space. Kame manages to land a nice long-range headshot, I believe, there to try and break the ceasefire which has fallen across this battlefield. Tension building between the two teams as they both look like they want to run the clock out a little bit, trying to reduce this down to just a clash of a couple of skirmishes. Kame lands another long-range kill, meaning for Destiny, this has not been a great decision. Velocity pick up 3, pushing themselves ahead into a pretty comfortable lead. I don't know if Destiny can afford to take any more long-range fights because those headshots coming in are doing pretty well. Kill now, please. I'm glad you're enjoying the final series. It should be a pretty good one so far, as Velocity managed to at least have the upper hand for the time being. We're going to be seeing the drone coming out there as Door, looking to try and make their way around the top of the map, see if they can get their flank on. But a attack is being worked on by Destiny here, looking to come in from the side. Going to be spotted out by Velocity 7. It's going to rely on their level of communication. Velocity are spreading themselves out perhaps a little bit too thin. They have at least got 3, both teams with 3 up, 3 and 2 down. Nice double grenade kill there from Doa as the grenades rain through. Numbers advantage starting to build for Destiny down in the bottom side. Can they turn that into more kills? No! Velocity reject and get 2 kills of their own. One of them, I think, up the top of the map as the teams start to really pound into the bottom side. Doa manages to land a kill. Numbers advantage start to come in, but Kame lands a double grenade kill, saying, "Not today." Velocity doing crazy good work. Tony, I'm glad you took your bath. That was pretty quick. But I hope that you will enjoy this, files. We are just getting started. This is game number 1 of a potential 5. It's best of 5 between these two teams. Velocity managed to slow the pace of the game right down to where they need it to be. The YouTube giveaway is still underway. Twisty, YouTube and Facebook, you can enter in on both of them if you like, with your choice of who you think is going to come out ahead of this series. Velocity doing well in this game number 1. But it's still anyone's, as the clock has ticked down. Both teams, by mutual agreement, decided to not fight as much as they might be otherwise. But Kame, good lord, just getting it absolutely done. 13 and 5 in this game. Let's see if we can spend a little bit of time with Kame-chan, who is doing crazy good work so far, making great use of some long-range shooting as we see Velocity starting to really infiltrate into the back lines of Destiny, who are falling behind further and further. Now behind by 11 right now. Kame just doing work for Velocity. I think if you took his score, or his or her score, out of the equation, it would be nowhere near, and we've actually got a member of Velocity who's dropped out as well, so numbers advantage in favour of Destiny. Sorry, weirdest channel, I will take the map off. That should be corrected for now. I'm sorry, I was getting too carried away with talking about the map play as opposed to the actual game itself. Tony, the giveaway is on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously, or simultaneously if you're from my particular part of the world. So you can enter in on both, but you will need to use the same choice on both platforms. Gabby Henra thinks Velocity is going to win. What do you guys think? Keep those votes coming. Velocity looking very, very good in this game number 1. As Ra goes down pretty low, taking some short range fighting. No way gets a kill, but Kame still doing work. 17 and 8 finally goes down to Door, but it may be too far. Destiny needs 7 kills in 6 seconds. No way to happen. Game 1 goes across to Velocity. Very nice performance from them. Destiny gonna have to do some real hard thinking as we go to game number 2. We'll take a short break. We do get set up for that, but keep your entries coming in, because there can only be one winner on Facebook, one winner on YouTube. Make your choices. Velocity seems a smart pick right now, but we've been surprised before. Stay tuned and we'll be back soon. Alright everybody, without wasting any more time, we're heading into our second game of our best of 5 grand finals. We'll be taking it to conversion to have a conversation about Velocity's early lead in this series. See, a lot of you guys have decided to vote for Velocity as your eventual winner here, and that's more than understandable. But will they be worthy of your faith? We'll find out in game number 2. Now, Kame, in the last game, a big part of Velocity's success, but can he do it, or can they do it again? Vivi will take that first blood, not a bad pickup for them at all, and a nice flank from Kame will reward Velocity with the second. Hey Redfire, nice to see you too. Yes, apparently people still do play this. And in fact, you're seeing some of the best teams we've got available playing today. Velocity 7 and Destiny's our team playing in our grand finals. This is game number 2 of the Invitational, which is played with experimental rules, but Kame is experimenting with some bullets to the face before Door can finally shut off their chances of getting any further kills. Let's see what the kills are coming in for the blue team. Destiny as well. It's going to be Door who manages that one. Let's take a little time with Noe, who's almost... No, took out Kame! A huge opportunity here for Destiny to be able to come back into this with Kame off the board for at least a few seconds more. Noe can be able to get another kill. Destiny are starting to maybe build themselves up a little bit ahead of steam. Kame goes down once more. Gamer Zero, you see like some idiot monkey shout. That's... I don't know what to say to that, but it sounds funny, so I appreciate it. No way, it's going to get cut down. Ra1 does land a kill, but Destiny are back in contention here. Wrecked 3-0. The second, of course, we look at them, Kame is going to eliminate them. I think perhaps following them. Yes, but gamers, I think there are a lot of YouTubers in this chat, so hopefully you guys can support each other, especially if you stream Modern Combat 5, because today it would make sense if you're here. Gabby, MC5 is the best game. Well, I'm glad you feel that way, because that's the stream you're watching right now. And this is all we're going to be showing all night long. 5 minutes left for Destiny and Velocity 7 to play. Destiny managing to find themselves back into this one. Wrecked almost gets ambushed by Ra1, but turns around in time, sprays and prays, and this time, prayer's going to be rewarded. Kame in this game has started to actually suffer a little bit more, walking right past the opposition. I think a moment of inattention there, perhaps. But this time round, it's going to fall on the other members of V7 to step up, and they are starting to slowly but surely do so. Velocity 7 back into the lead with his challenger 137 level. Oh boy, that's a lot of levels. Assault on landing a kill onto R1. Kame going back in again. Isn't going to land too much of anything. I think perhaps Gonna be struggling after that game one. That's very strong performance for Kame to repeat that once more. Sultan 4 and 5 in this game, looking for a little bit of redemption. Was the victim of a lot of kills. Ra 1. Let's see if we can find them on the scoreboard. Actually managing to creep their way up a little bit. 5 and 4 in this game. Middling performance. But as we can see, Velocity 7 starting to swarm as a unit. No way, Mudspudge to pick off both on the long-range fighting. Viva with a turret. That's interesting. Don't see that one too often. Let's see if we can find Vivi. Not necessarily doing super well in this game. Oh, cool. Using a tier 1 weapon. That is pretty intense. Pretty intense, dude. Whew. Nice slide through from Vivi, looking to try and find their way down. Is going to just miss out on some extra kills as Sultan keeps those kills coming. Let's spend a little time with Rekt, who is hopefully not dead. Nope, still alive for the moment. Gabby, showing some support Velocity's way, who do hold on to the lead. Nice bombing on the Sultan there, going to be taken down once more. Eden Gaming, you're doing a credits giveaway when you reach a 100 subs. Well, I hope that works out well for you. There's a lot of you guys interconnected, so hopefully you can support each other with your YouTubing careers, whatever it is you happen to be making videos around. Rex, I'm thinking it seems to be a little bit, no, perhaps it's a little uncharitable to say, seeming a little bit lost there, but Destiny have managed to find the way back into the lead, up by 2 for at least the time being. We're closing in on the last part of the game score. All time wise, Velocity 1 managed to find a kill of their own. Wreck down very, very low, can't escape the Kame. And it's all tied up with 2 minutes and change left on the clock. Ra1's going to be taken out by Door. No Way's trying to make the way in, or trying to make the way away from the opposition. This could be a completely valid strategy for the team to try and isolate some of the weaker players from the opposing team, just to not give across more kills and make sure that Velocity have to work real hard. Tony, yes, still alive for the moment. I have very little faith in anyone's going to remain alive for any amount of time, as the fighting is thick and fierce in these close quarters. But Destiny have managed to find themselves with a 5-kill advantage, which is hopefully going to be the cushion they need to close this one out. Saboteur, both up, Vivi, all come in through kills. So Velocity, last second comeback, trying to bring things forward. 2 kills come through for Destiny. 1 will separate from closing this one out and evening up the series. Can Velocity shock us? No. 50-46. Making a note down of those numbers means we have 1 game apiece. Alright guys, keep those votes coming in. We know Velocity did get a lot after their Game 1 performance, but Destiny have shown that they can hang just as well. So please stay tuned. We'll be back with Game 3 of our Grand Finals soon. Facebook and YouTube are our giveaways at the moment, so enter in who you think is going to win over there, and we'll see you guys shortly for Game number 3. Alright everybody, we are back for game number 3, Velocity 7, taking on Destiny once more. We're in our grand finals for today. You guys voting on YouTube and Facebook, who do you think is going to be the winner? One game in hand for both of them, and we are taking it all out. Aggression, starting things out from Velocity 7. Velocity 7 losing out by just 4 kills last time round. A last second resurgence, not enough to bring them that game victory. That game 2 victory. We are in the midst of our Invitational, which is where our best teams compete under new rule sets, which mean in this case tier 7 weapons, tier 2 armors, and a few other bits and pieces just to try and even up and take out some of the things that people don't like about the regular competition. So no prestige weapons taking the field, no ricochets around every corner. Velocity 7 doing pretty darn well. See some of you guys talking about all the different YouTube channels of all the people in the Twitch chat. Soldier Girl doing a lot of the admin work for today, so please send some love to them for doing all the work, which has meant this has been a very smooth tournament so far. But smooth sailing for neither team. Velocity 7 and Destiny both neck and neck in this game. Kame has been a force to be reckoned with on Velocity 7, but it's dropped off considerably after the first game. Performance was very, very strong. It's now struggling to stay alive long enough, but Sultan will be taken out. Velocity 7 struggling to pull ahead. Whichever team wins out here will have such a big advantage in this series, needing only to win one more game. The other team will surely be feeling immense pressure. Good to see some Soldier Girl fans in there. Seems like we've got a lot of believers from Velocity 7 despite their previous game. Not going the best of ways. Let's keep our eyes on Sultan, who's doing pretty well, actually top of the scoreboard for Destiny so far. He needs to keep those death numbers down, but it's a little bit tough to do right now with bullets flying every which way. I think a trade of kills is okay for Destiny right now just because they're in the lead, but that lead is tenuous. However, the moment we point that out, they pick up 2 more, meaning a 3 kill buffer. Pretty darn good. Angela J supporting the Velocity. They're going to need your support right now. Going to be behind. Going to be feeling the pressure themselves. It's going to be Vi, who's rocking the tier 3 in this one. It's not actually really nice to see, say, oh, Soldier Girl, no thanks are required. You've been doing great work all tournament. You deserve all the recognition in the world for making sure this tournament has gone just as great as it has. Now we've got a great grand finals for you guys. Very, very close between these two teams. Velocity 7 still behind for the time being. Managing to keep pace. Door doing pretty darn well in this game. Will get taken out, of course, the moment we mention them. I almost feel like I should maybe not be spectating some of these players because they don't seem to be able to avoid the bullets, but maybe it's just the fact that we've got a heck of a lot of kills coming around everywhere. Grenades being tossed back and forwards, looking for those cheeky pick-off kills. But Velocity 7 and Destiny both up on 22 right now. Airstrike's going to be coming. Will it land on anybody? Sultan going to be the lucky fellow to get a present from Santa a little bit earlier this year in the shape of a bomb to the face. 23-2-2-3. 3.5 minutes left for these guys to play in this game number 3. Kame does land a kill. Going to get taken out straight away though. VV was up at the top of the scoreboard. It's actually going to be Ra 1. 7 and 5 lands another kill onto Sultan, but still incredibly close. Yep, Dr. Cash, Destiny is on the red team. I was alarmed for a second, maybe thinking I got them the wrong way around, but it doesn't seem to be the case, as Destiny take a couple of untraded kills. Health bar is starting to drop a little bit low, but it was disengaged from that particular exchange. Oh, maybe not! Ra 1 throws through the grenades. We can see those silhouettes of those team members tossing them across, looking to try and pick off the kills. This time I'm going to be a little bit rewarded, as Velocity 7 only behind by 2. 2 minutes 40 left in this third game of our grand finals, with both teams having one game in hand, desperately trying to pull ahead in this series. One of them will do it right here and now. I'm sure the votes will start swinging wildly back over to them. Nice couple of kills for Velocity though. Starting to pick up kills when it matters in the closing moments of the match. This has been a tournament, an invitational of teams knowing when the right moment is to throw everything at the opposition. Sometimes it's going to be best to let them grow complacent with a slow style of play and then suddenly pull the trigger and make it all happen without giving them a chance to respond. As we see here, both these teams giving each other the wary distance. More than 60 kills in this match so far, as Kame manages to get a kill, gets traded back straight away. And we'll see if we can find some of these guys who are getting the kills here. It is still going to be Kame the best performing member, but 9 and 9 isn't quite what Velocity were hoping for here. Rawan does get a kill, traded back straight away. Still, neck and neck, 1 minute 30, grenade across the wall. Sultan manages to get an untraded kill, pretty important for him. See if we can find out where the Sultan is swinging. Right now, 11 and 9, managing to extend, managing to build up that ratio. Hey, Clash Royale, nice to see ya. Kingslayer, FTW, cool kid. Wow, that's got a name. A big Velocity fan, and hopefully they will live up to your hopes and expectations. 1 minute and change. Airstrike coming in, doesn't land on too much of anything. Sultan, the big player for Destiny, stalking through the undergrowth. 1 minute left for Velocity to find 3 more kills to pull themselves ahead, or at least 2 to put it through. Who is the Morph player in the battle? I'm going to try and remember. I will keep an eye out for them. Door, 11 and 4. Hey, it rhymes. As Velocity find 1 more kill, the time is ticking ever closer to the end of match. These guys know that a single finger out of place could lead to the kill that takes this game away from their team. Moments left. You hear the music starting to build in this third game of our last series of the day, our grand finals. 15 seconds. Velocity still looking for another kill. There it is. But can we see a trade kill coming back in? Kame, of all people, the one to be taken out with the most vital kill. Saboteur managed to get a kill onto No Ways. Let's see if we can follow Kame as they try and hide from each other. We are going to sudden death, which means everybody's only got 1 life. Now it's elimination style grenades flying backwards and forwards. A single well-placed grenade could put this beyond reach for either team. Destiny's going to fulfill my destiny. Kill now, players. What is your destiny now is the question. Oh wow, one of the Destiny members has just left the game. They won't be coming back in a hurry. Recon aircraft going to be taken to the field. Kame looking for the kill. They do manage to land it and do not get traded back. Numbers starting to fall away from Destiny. Rex looking for cover. The only last remaining member of Destiny in this game, awaiting the barrage of grenades that are surely coming their way from Velocity. Tony needs Destiny to win. You need to give your energy, your quacks, to Rex, who's going to have more trouble than can handle coming from both sides. And V7 secure that second game. They are ahead officially in this series. Alright guys, so they could not have gotten closer just then, but now Destiny gonna need to win 2 in a row if they want to stand any chance here. Of course, Kame doing pretty good work, but Rawan as well getting the job done. Still, anything could happen. Both teams have shown their willingness and ability to succeed. Kill our players, you're definitely getting creepier by the moment, but we'll have to creep our way towards game number 4. So please do stay tuned for that, and we'll be back soon as their players are ready for you. Alright guys, thank you for your patience. We have got what could potentially be the last game of our grand finals today, taking it to the rooftops. Don't know why I hit my teacup, but I did. That's right, I'm being offensively British. We are in the grand finals of our Invitational. Looking pretty good so far for Velocity's chances, but Destiny are the ones to take the first button. Oh, interesting. We'll see. Oh no, sorry, I read the wrong number. That was a 1 in the wrong place. It's actually going to be Velocity getting the first one for themselves. We'll see how it goes. Oh, a little bit of a... let's see how that one's going. I think we're having a bit of a connection issue there. So we may not have too much in the way of visuals for this game. Yes, it's got a bit wonky. Alright, well... let's see, what can we work with here? I think we'll just have to look at the map because it looks like my spectator has bugged out a little bit. But we can at least keep track of the numbers and enjoy a very weird looking, potentially last game of our finals. So I think my spectator has bugged out. Hopefully it might resolve itself, but I guess a very weird looking last game is better than no last game at all. So hey, let's keep on going and see how it is. Destiny have managed to secure themselves an early lead as well as a delightful looking fireworks display. Oh boy. But we do have VV, or Vivi, coming through and getting a couple of kills. This is actually... I see, I think, yes, I think it's I've screwed up something on my end of things. But hey, we'll do what we can. And it's quite pretty looking, if nothing else. So a fireworks display to celebrate the end of our taunts today, or potentially. Let's see, I'm getting a wee message. Oh, I think we may... oh, that's... nope, still going. I think I may have accidentally set off a particular game mode or feature which I didn't mean to. So I do apologise guys, hopefully it won't be in effect in any potential future game. I don't think I've pressed any particular key, but we'll see how it goes. But hey, we can at least keep track of the score, and yes, it does look very much like a John Woo scene. Well, it's quite interesting if nothing else. We'll have to try and keep track of things as best we can from looking at the map and what's happening on the side. So it looks to be that it's a very, very even game number 4 for these guys, with a huge and very beautiful looking explosions and sparks everywhere. Yes. I do apologise guys for accidentally breaking things here a little bit, but we'll do the best we can. Through all of the smoke and flames, we do see Velocity 7. Oh yes, I need to swap their size. I apologise, there we go. Managing to pull ahead pretty well. They're already up 2 games in this best of 5. So hey, we'll do the best we can. We've got a lot of time left on the game, and I think the clock's actually counting down, which is a little weird. So I'm not sure if that's how accurate it is. I seem to have broken something on this end. But hey. Is it picking up? Oh, it's... okay, we're still getting a live feed of the kill numbers. So Velocity 7 dancing through the fireworks. We've got the recon aircraft going to be dropping out the field. Still loads of kills coming from Velocity. They're really building up a huge head of steam. Kame, wow, 17 and 5 in this game, taking shelter under the stairs. Yes, we've special secret slow motion mode enabled for our last finals game. As we can see, Kame, every bullet not going into the appropriate place, but still enough for Velocity 7 to do pretty darn well for themselves. Kame will fall, but the lead is already potentially insurmountable as Kame. Oh boy, this looks really pretty actually. And we see the chaff and the explosions going backwards and forwards. No way. Let's see if we can find them on the map. No way, it's going to be one of the Eagles. 15 and 8, so some very strong performances from individual players in here as they dance between the raindrops. You can see the little trophy spinning around up there. Evidence of Noe's previous competitive performance. Honestly, it's very pretty. All of us coming in. EMP strikes going to be dropping down though. I think Velocity may have got this series right here and now. I hope you guys have been throwing your votes for Velocity, unless Destiny can pull off some kind of miracle here. Up to 45, only 3 away from catching up with Velocity as we dance around the place. Noe swimming through the air right now, looking to toss that grenade across. A couple more kills come in for Destiny. Will it be enough? I do, again, I can only apologise for the weirdness which I've set off here, but it looks to be Velocity 1 kill away from closing out the series, and I think, assuming that my stats are up to date, then yes, I believe it is Velocity who are our champions for today. Again, slow motion has made it a little bit confusing to follow, but I'm pretty darn sure Velocity are our winners. I'll just check with our admin. The ever delightful Soldier Girl, that is the case. But I believe we can say it more or less. Let's see. I'm just checking with Soldier Girl. Because I'm not quite trusting what I'm seeing at the moment, which is something very, very strange. So let's go back there. Just waiting for confirmation that V7 won that game. But it seems quite likely. Come on, please. Hopefully we won't have that same issue come again. Assuming that Velocity 7 did win that game number 4, that will be it for our games today. But we've of course still got our giveaways to do. Honestly, if I could figure out a way to toggle that slow motion mode intentionally, it's kind of nice. But it was a little bit much for the whole match. Okay, I think Soldier Girl is just sorting out. Tony would like some free pizza. Okay, yes, got confirmation from Soldier Girl. It was Velocity 7 who won, as we did see on stream. So, only those guys who voted for Velocity 7 will be eligible for our draw. So, let's see about where we can find ourselves a random Velocity winner. Alright, over on the Facebook page. Actually, I'm going to quickly ask. I'm seeing if I can get you guys some more credits. So our winner on Facebook, and hopefully you are still around, and I'm going to absolutely butcher this pronunciation, is Sergio Kalongi? Yes, I'll give you guys a couple of slow motion quacks to make up for some slow motion games. That was particularly weird, but hey. Hope you're okay. Alright, so I've got an authorization because I love you guys the best, and because in honor of our delightful admins, particularly Soldier Girl, who've been working real hard, we've managed to boost up our last giveaway of the day to 500 credits. So Sergio, if you are still around, hopefully you are still there. We're looking out for your dog tag and platform. So I'm going to see if I can tag you if I can. Let's see, Sergio. No, it doesn't seem to work. Alright, I'm just going to put a pinned comment with your name in it. Hopefully you will see it. So congratulations, Sergio. Dog tag and a platform. I'll leave that there. That's a pinned comment. So let's go, while we're waiting for Sergio to hopefully come back, he hasn't wandered off in the intervening time, let's go across to our YouTube page to see who else predicted correctly that Velocity 7 would be the winner. Alright. So let's roll them bones. And our winner will be... that's a confusing name, but hopefully it will still come across. I'll put you into the chat. Master V. Hopefully you're still around. And that you, since you voted correctly... Oh, in fact, you were the last person to post. So... dog tag and platform. So Sergio, hopefully, let's see if you've replied on Facebook. I'm going to like that comment just to hopefully draw some attention back to the stream. Yes, Sergio and Master V. So hopefully Master V will post up your details soon. But yes, hope you guys did enjoy our invitational for today. So again, please use that email up at the top of the screen to let us know what do you think about the tournament. Did you prefer it with the prestige weapons taken out of commission for the tournament? Or would you prefer to have them back again? Let us know at that email address, direct line. And you can influence the tournaments which will be coming up next season. So let your voices be heard. Anything you'd like to be changed, if you'd like to have even further restrictions on these tournaments. These are all experiments, these invitationals, to see how the top teams respond. We take into account what it is that they like to have in the tournament and trying to give it to them as best as possible. Let's see if we can find our Master V. Yes, you're still there, but you're just not replying with your details. So at least we'll know where you are. Hopefully Sergio will come back on Facebook. He may not do. We might need to redraw shortly. Oh, that's very kind of someone to say. You crazy broadcasting for 4 hours. Honestly, this is relatively normal for these ones. It can go up to 6 hours at times. But hey, so we should hopefully have our responses in from Master V. Master V, are you going to post anything? There we go. I was too far scroll up and did not see you. So Master V is going to be... So put your name in here. Okay, so if we can get Sergio back, then we should be pretty much good to go. Doesn't seem like it though. That's going to be a shame. Tony, you'd like an invitation with tier 1 weapons and armor? Well, drop it through as an email to moderncombatcommunity@gmail.com. If enough people win, or enough people say the same sort of thing, it's much more likely to come back. Master V, I've got your details, don't worry. You're the winner of 500 credits as a special secret surprise prize. I'm just going to give Sergio a couple more moments and then we'll have to redraw our Facebook winner of the day. Kingslayer, cool kid, you're really mad. Aw, that's too bad. Don't let it get you down. Just waiting on Sergio a few moments longer. I even liked his post just to try and draw his attention, but I don't think it's going to come back. So we'll have to draw another Facebook winner. Anurag Shakaya. Let's see. Oh, if you've got any suggestions or technical issues, again, try using that email up at the top to throw it through, or get in touch with our support team. Uma now adds, it would be nice to be able to reward everyone with the same vote, but there's a lot of people with the same vote. And we've only got so many credits to give away today. I'm sorry you're kind of bummed out about not winning, but there will be giveaways every single broadcast. So if you do come back again, then you might stand a chance. Also bear in mind that when there are giveaways on the different platforms, even if you're just primarily watching it on a YouTube, you can go across and enter in on each of the different platforms and multiply up your chances. Facebook and YouTube have got a lot of people on them, so it's fairly unlikely a given person will win on there. But if you go across to, say, Mob Crush or Twitch, they tend to have a few less people on there, so your chances are increased. Alright, it doesn't look like we're going to get our winner Sergio back, so we're going to do a redraw over on Facebook. So, let's see. Okay, I'll redraw winner. I'll put this in the chat. It's RJ Marajan. That is my best guess at your how to pronounce your name. Again, I'm gonna horribly slaughter it as I horribly slaughter everybody's name. But hopefully, AJ, sorry, AJ, not RJ, is still around. Let's see, when is your... Oh, you posted kind of recently. Joywin and Clash Royale. I know you guys want to win. We will... something we should probably try and do for next time is maybe try and find ways to give more individual small prizes, so more of you guys can experience the thrill of winning. Because I feel for you that not everyone can be a winner on a given day. It looks like AJ is here, so that's a step forward from where we were before. So once AJ's posted his details in, then we will, I believe, have one more community games coming up next Friday. So that'll be Friday the 15th at approximately 5 o'clock UK time. So hopefully you guys can work that out from where you are. So if you want to play on stream, there will be lots of giveaways over the course of the community games next Friday. So if you didn't win today, then please do come in. Anurag Shikaya, listen. If you've got a problem with if your squad is bugged out, then please do get in contact with support. They should be able to manually get you sorted out, because I think that's something that's being addressed at the moment. But just to make sure that you've got yourself sorted out as fast as it's humanly possible, they may not be able to get it done over the weekend. I'm not sure if the support are there 24/7, but that's the best thing you can really do right now. AJ, hopefully you will post your dog tag and platform before too much longer. I hope you haven't wandered off in the intervening time. Okay, well, just waiting on our last giveaway winner before we tie it up for the night. Master V, you will be getting your credits in approximately a week's time. Oh great, AJ, there you are. Just need your platform as well, and then we'll be good to go. Got your dog tag. So hopefully AJ will realise he needs to put down his platform before too much longer, because the dog tags are platform independent. So I won't be able to give you your credits, or won't be able to put you in for those credits without that platform. But hey, there we go, Android. Excellent, good job AJ. Everything's there for us. So that will be it for us this evening. Hope you guys have enjoyed the Invitational number 5. Please let us know at the email address above any comments, positive or negative, because we can always learn how to do things better. Just let us know. If there's anything that's bugging you, or similar. Mohammed, you like the commentary, but unfortunately associated with MC5. Well, thank you for at least kept dropping by the stream. Even if you're not a fan of the game, hopefully we can convert you over these coming weeks. And thank you guys for watching. I've been Peter Counterfeit Hartnell. I hope you guys have a wonderful, whatever time of day it is, wherever you are, because I'm aware there's loads of people from all over watching the stream, all over the planet. So have a wonderful evening, day, morning, wherever you are, and we'll see you guys next Friday.